Yo, Round Rock, round two. We did this about a year ago to the date, and this is the first time I've done 4 of these tours around the world, and this is the first time that I've done the same city twice, so thank you for having us back again. It's really cool to see a lot of the same faces, which means you kids are still coming here and studying, and you're on your mission to play music. So this goes out to you guys, and it's why we're here. So I'm gonna give you guys a round of applause. And it's super, super cool, like seeing this. You know, this is what it's all about. All these young, amazing new musicians that are coming up, and thanks for making me feel at home, because I've been on tour for 6 weeks and I'm missing my family too, so y'all make me feel closer to my family, so thank you for listening, supporting, hanging out, and I get to go home in a couple days. And actually, our Sum 41 tour manager's from here, Matt Trevino's here, and dude, you got to go home, I didn't. He's all refreshed, looking young. I've just been on tour for 6 weeks, but you know what? This is so, so important to me. And, you know, I feel that this is my calling in life, to come out and do things like this, to give you guys these experiences, to give you guys the stage and help boost your career, because I didn't have this stuff coming up. And, you know, that's why I had to, on my little window of opportunity of a break I have, get out here and do this. And, you know, Vans and SJC are allowing us to do this and, you know, letting us take this around the world. And it's just amazing to see how far it's come. And School of Rock has been a huge, huge key to the success of this, by giving us the venues in certain cities, by bringing the amazing house bands. So there's so much love in so many ways, and that's what it's all about. Today actually is the final date on this run, and it feels good to be here. And you know, this isn't about me, it's not about any of us up here, it's about you guys. And let's break the walls down, because I don't get to do this on tour. You guys know I'm shuffled in and out really, really quickly. This is just about to hang. So let's hang. Any questions anybody has, this is the time. And we've already got one, so let's get into it. Cute kid, by the way. Thanks for standing out in front and being punished by my loud drums for 30 minutes. I think we can make that happen at the end. Yeah. And 1, 2, there you go. Cool. Good questions.
What's your advice for endurance? Because I know that's rough. Like, I play half a lot and I get tired, so I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about this last time too, and you know, it's you know, the truth of it is we are athletes, and as un-rock star and you know, cool it is to say about being healthy and all that, like, you know, it is the truth. And you know, when I got in this band, I changed my lifestyle, because to be able to do this nightly, you know, I had to change my entire life, what I put into my body, how I train, and you know, this stuff is effortlessly now, because I'm able to take care of myself. And you know, I consult with athletes. They changed my life with how I take care of my body, what I put in my body. And you know, we are athletes, so all drummers, like, you know, need to, if you want to do this, I went and saw Fleetwood Mac on their last tour, and it's the first time I've been seeing them, and seeing, you know, Mick Fleetwood, you know, as old as he is, up there killing it and loving it still, you know, it's like, that was the biggest inspiration, and I want to be able to do that. And I have children, I want to be around as long as I can, so it's about, you know, doing that. And it's like, you know, 2 hours before the show, I'm locked in a room between stretching, icing, I have a warm-up kit. The same thing after the show. You know, it's a lot of work, but the results are being able to do this. And you know, we're lucky in Sum 41, we have an audience that goes completely mental the entire time, so it makes our job easier. This is actually harder. When y'all are just staring at me, 2 feet from me, this is way freaking harder. When we play these arenas, the curtain drops, and the first row of people is 50 feet minimum from me, and they're just circle pits falling over the barricade, so it's like, it's easy, and the spotlights are not on me except for certain moments in the show. This is just, it's awesome. You got a question, dude? Or you just stretching? You come to a place like this and they teach you. And I don't want to put this is a really cool, inspiring story. Sorry to put you on blast, but this amazing young drummer right here, actually 2 stories. First story is she was in the crowd. What city was that? Okay, in Texas last year on the tour. Wasn't playing, wasn't part of anything. Asked me a question, and somehow I brought you up on stage, and you played, and it was amazing. And since then, Mike and I have kind of acted as like little mentors to you, and she now is like a huge YouTube drummer that literally magazines that Sum 41 is in are posting about her drum covers and stuff. So that's what this tour is about, to have moments like that. So let's give it up for her, because she's going to take over the world. And the other amazing story is the first show in America I did on this tour like a year and a half ago. We did House of Bands in Brooklyn, and we always get local drummers to open the show, and that night we had Kristina open the show. And she was the local drummer who opened the show. Now she's on the tour and just crushing, the YouTube world and just all that other stuff. So it's really cool to see the progress, and that's what the goal of this whole thing is. So, rad. What's up, dude? Because I don't want to blow up my hands. It saves my hands. I hit so hard that my hands would blow up if I didn't wear these gloves. So it's to save my hands. It depends. It just depends, like, how many shows in a row. If I didn't do something properly, I'm pretty banged up right now, to be completely honest. After 6 weeks on the tour, I'm not going to touch drums until mid-March, till I go to Mexico after tonight. Cool, let's do like 2 more, then we're going to do some really fun stuff.
What's your favorite artist or band you've toured with?
Favorite band or artist I've toured with? Oh, that's a really good one. I would say, for me, when I was your guys' age coming up, Motley Crue was my favorite band, Tommy Lee was my favorite drummer, and I became friends with him, and I got to fill in for him in Motley Crue for 2 weeks. So that was my my favorite, like, crazy moment for sure. You have one.
Yeah. First, just want to say it's an honor to meet you. You were the soundtrack to my high school.
Awesome. Thank you.
The movies, the American Pie, all that stuff.
Sure.
But secondly, more of a serious one. What's your philosophy on practicing? Are you one that subscribes to playing with records or not playing with records? What's your philosophy on practice?
Yeah, I would say the best thing practicing wise is I learned first by playing to records. Like, my dad gave me his record collection, and that's how I learned. It's good for discovering, learning the instrument and trying to figure out beats. There's no right, there's no wrong, you're just discovering. Then playing with as many artists as you can, just in the garage, in the basement, just figuring it out. And then I really highly recommend getting formal lessons to learn technique, so you're playing the right way. Learning to read music and all that stuff is really great to know, so you can always work, in the industry. That was my college. I just went to drum school and learned like everything that was so foreign to me, so I can always work as a drummer. So I think those, lessons, self-drumming, jamming with musicians is like, all those things are gonna build your arsenal as a drummer. Cool. Sorry, the last one.
I know you're talking about playing those arenas and how it's difficult to play more intimate shows. How do you keep your head up and keep on providing the energy to a crowd that's not responsive and kind of bummed?
You take that as a challenge. It's like your goal is to win over everybody in that room, and when they leave, they're stoked, and you have new fans, and they were just so impressed by what you did. I mean, it's so true. One of my mentors told me, you play every show like it's your last. And not to be negative, but we live in a crazy world right now, and things happen at any moment. And if I were to, God forbid, something happened tomorrow, I would want to not be bummed that I was upset about a show. Like, I'll get in my head at some shows, and I quickly have that reality check and go, yo, dude, if there's no tomorrow, you don't want to go out like this. I have those conversations on